Good afternoon, everyone. I am sorry I am an entire 2 minutes late. I was actually properly prepared this time, and what happened is that whenever I went to try and start, the recording would go, no, I'm going horizontal, not horizontal. No, I'm going vertical. It's fine, it's fine. You don't need to be horizontal the way that God intended. So yeah, we're here, we're drawing. Hello, hello. Lovely to see you, Raymond. And Gregor Richards and anyone else who's in the chat. It looks like you guys have been having a lovely little chit chat. And today we are drawing the most fabulous of all British birds, the pigeon. And I'm going to be using alcohol markers, which is why I'm using this little book. And just in case you caught it there, these are my business cards, and it helps me keep this stable to draw on. Otherwise it goes all wibbly and I hate it. Oh, lovely to meet you, Gregor. Friend of Raymond is a friend of ours. I mean, so long as you're not a jerk. But yeah, so we are here, and Sal is here too. Ah, the gang's coming together. So sorry, I have, to give you an idea, I've put all of my markers over there, which now means I have to go and grab them because I am a noodle. That just means that you're Raymond's good friend. He's been telling us all about his good friend. So give me one moment. I'm going to move. Ugh. Right. Truly thrilling, I understand, seeing just a drawing. But here we are. Right. Now what I'm going to quickly do, now I'm sat down, the screen is not angled well, and yes, this is me. So, that was very kind of you, Sal. I hope you're having a better day. But yeah, we're doing a pigeon today. The one that I'm doing looked very cozy, so I figured, you know, for a lovely, slightly wet bank holiday, which again, how God intended bank holidays to be. They are not supposed to be sunny. They are supposed to be miserable. Well, not miserable, weather-wise, miserable. So, as you guys know, I've been using the ENMY markers and I really like them. I'm going to start out with a light but cold purple. I should probably shake this on camera rather than directly. See, where I am, it's very overcast and is actively threatening rain. Well, if it's going well, so chat, if it's going well, don't mention it. I am a firm believer in the law of sod, in which, by the way, Sod's law, which I think is also known as Murphy's law, which means if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So yeah, we'll get started with this lovely little pigeon. It's going to be slightly less stylized than our friend Pidge, but honestly not far off. Now the first color, this, I do really like ENMY markers. They come down quite opaque, which is good, but you can still build up that color. Now from what I can see, the pigeon has a bit more blue around there, so it's got quite a well, I'm using the wrong kind of purple for this bit. It's got quite a warm purple, but I've decided to use a cold purple and announced that I was using a cold purple. So let's go where all the cold purple areas are. Sounds like where the wild things are, but less interesting. So yeah, it's I really like when British weather behaves like British weather. I get really concerned when Britain starts being too sunny. It's yeah, not a fan of it, I'm not gonna lie. I might as well just put that. So we're using V2. So this is a much warmer, more violet-y kind of purple. And you can see here that the colour is a little bit more translucent, but that's really good for building up. I think the times that I don't like that is when I'm really just trying to get that colour down, you know. So we've got cold, warm, you know what, I'll move you there and hopefully you will behave. And then we've got our chunky white. I was going to say that was my nickname. It wasn't. That's not a very nice nickname. Okay, so I'll go on to a blue next. I want kind of a dusky blue, which there isn't a lot of, but I'll do B2. Ah. I absolutely love that the Irish bank holiday is going well. Means that it's not actively poured down with rain. I have realised that I am a freak at my work. Well, I've talked about it quite a few times, but basically a lot of my colleagues love really sunny weather when it gets hot. I do not. I am built for a temperate climate, and the fact that climate change is changing this and changing Britain from temperate to not deeply upsets me. So yeah, I've just seen the Art of Horatius has said that they've got some acrylic markers and that they have a blue-purple set that they quite like working with, which I love that. I love working with blues and purples. It's great. Yeah, the rain also smells really nice. I love when it rains. What I don't like is being out in the rain when I'm not expecting it. Like if you've got a good cagoule on, which for the American watchers, I believe is just a waterproof or an anorak, but I don't know if you guys call it an anorak. But basically, good waterproof. Then everything's fine. If you don't, it's miserable. Although we're getting into warm weather, so it's a little bit less miserable. It's just a bit more muggy. So yeah, truly, this is the most British thing I have spoken about for quite some time, which is just the weather. I had tried looking up facts about pigeons to pretend that I was organised. And as soon as I started the stream, I forgot every single one of them. Because, of course I did. I feel like maybe I should pre-shake these, like, before the live stream. I should shake up all of my markers and pretend. Do a Blue Peter, as I prepared earlier, you know? Or this one I prepared earlier. So this is a darker, cool-toned purple, which I thoroughly enjoy. Someone in the chat was saying, let me pull it up, that they like the rain because they get to go inside and draw and read. I've always quite liked rainy days. Means that I don't feel weird for not wanting to go outside. But yeah, it's lovely, and the smell of rain is just lovely. Raymond, you better be prioritizing your health instead of watching my stream. There are always going to be more streams. I appreciate the dedication, but health over stream, please. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You silly noodle, you. Just doing some of the feathers, because this is an odd looking. It's got lots of brown in it, but oh wait, no, I do have a good brown for it. Ha 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 ha. I'm looking at the wrong part of my color palette. If the shakes. I mean, yeah, I guess sorry, I'm just going to do that. I really hope that none of my pens go and explode on me. That feels very upsetting and honestly offensive of the pens. I will say though, gang, what I have noticed is that when I've done these streams vertically, I get more viewers, which is really interesting compared to horizontal. Apparently people don't want to watch it horizontally. But I've also been substantially more ad hoc with this than any other streams that I've done. So that's kind of, I'm to blame. I'm in the wrong. I am the problem. It is, in fact, me. And it gets really dark just around there, which I'll go back over with this lovely dark purple. Yeah. And then once that's dried down, I'll do the little eye of the pigeon. Now I don't even think I'm dating myself, because I watched this when I was a kid, and I think it was very old when I was watching a kid. Yeah, oh sorry, Sal was just saying that they reckon that it's because of the YouTube shorts. I think partially, I think also that YouTube were pushing YouTube short sort of vertical live streams too, which is interesting. I don't know if I know. I feel like the kind of content that artwork and what have you that I create just means that I don't know if it's quite universally, enjoyed, if that makes sense, which is fine. I realize it can come across as really like, what is me, like really whiny when people talk about, when people talk about stuff like this. I just find it interesting. I really like data, and I like trying to figure out the variables and figure out what's going on. Oh no, Alexandrite, I'm sorry. That's whoop. Hopefully you can I mean, if you can't watch live, you can always replay, and I know personally I've treated some replays that I've watched as lives and just commented along like I would have in a live stream. It just makes it more fun. But obviously you do not have to do that if you do not want to. It's very, I don't know, feels like a different kettle of fish commenting on a long form bit of content than commenting on a live stream as it's going, oh, no, I don't want to use the grey. I want to use this incredibly light blue. Aha! We'll do the little, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little nubbin at the top of the beak. Do you know what I should do? I should learn bird anatomy. Sorry, my brain went, the new Grey's Anatomy, bird anatomy, where you've got McDreamy, I guess McCooey, McFlappy. I don't know how pigeons would view other pigeons as attractive. I'm assuming if they're very colourful. Oh, Horatius, I'm happy being called a geek. I am a geek myself. Whilst I love art, I also really, really embarrassingly love data. I also love comics. I love video games. I'm not going to lie, the reason that this was slightly later than when I got up was because I got up, I watched Jacksepticeye play a video game and was like, I want to play that video game. Bought it, played it. After I finish here, I will go back and play it again. So, I'll just bring that comment up because I've just realized I can show up comments, which is really cool. And I may thoroughly abuse this when just kind of chit-chatting with you guys. Something that I can also do is have a little banner to show you guys what the discount code is. But I think you guys are already well aware of it, and I have seen in previous live streams you direct people to it, which is very, very kind. But yeah, I know, this is fun. I'm having a good time. I forgot what I was... Oh, nerdy. Yeah, no, historical. I mean, unfortunately, the last live stream involved politics in my mini little rant about local elections. But the thing is that... yeah, no, I've always... So my parents have had a big interest in history. They used to listen to, before podcasts were a thing, my parents had like these giant CD, I want to call them blockbusters, but they're not, like this CD set. I think it was in the something aisles, in the sacred aisles, in the set, something like that. And it was all about the history of Great Britain. And I also used to listen to a lot of Radio 4. So I grew up listening to really good comedy. really enjoyed that comedy. But yeah, I used to listen to a lot of comedy and used to listen to a lot of sort of history, although I would mentally try and check out of the history ones, I'm not gonna lie. Raymond, if your ears hurt, do not make them worse. You are a dingbat. Stop it. Gregor, I think it was called what was it? It's like retro video or something like that. Basically, you are in like, you are sort of a video rental place and you're running it, and it's fine. I really it's fine. That's not what I meant. It's really enjoyable. I really enjoyed Like, I've really enjoyed playing it. The thing that I have found is that I am substantially more likely to buy a game when I can tell that whoever's playing it on a stream is not playing it the way that I would play it. So that makes it really, really annoying. Then Sal saying about what do I think about David Mitchell? I've not listened to any of his like history stuff. I know he did something about he knows a lot about the kings of England. I've not really listened to him talk about that. I do enjoy watching him getting frustrated with Bob Mortimer. That's just delightful. Bob Mortimer's a national treasure. But yeah, so I do enjoy him. I just think I enjoy other comedians a little bit more. And then Art of Horatius saying that you love history in your art course. Instead of doing artist research, you do historical research like parasols. That's really interesting. I also really love researching artists. It just depends on the artist. I do not like Pablo Picasso. I do not like Salvador Dali. I don't know. No, I do know what it is, but before I knew what it was that I disliked about them, their art just gave me the ick, and I could not put my finger on it. And it turns out they're not huge fans of women. So as a result, I'm not a huge fan of them. And I'm fine with that. Oh, sorry, I was talking, yes. So Bob Mortimer, David Mitchell are both stand-up comedians. Lucy Darling is a magician, I believe. She is the persona of, I think her name is Christine Hendricks, but no, that can't be it because she's an actress. But she's very popular on YouTube and she is a delight to watch. She appears on my shorts all the time. Lovely to see you, Gregor. I hope that you have a lovely dinner. But have a wonderful day. I'm just gonna... Yeah. No, she's a magician. She does comedy, but she is actually a magician first and foremost. If you look into her act. She was on, what is it called? Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller did a show that she was on. It was lovely to see you, Alexandrite. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Definitely don't try and watch me whilst you're at school. Learning school and doing your schoolwork is more important than watching me draw, genuinely. So I would rather you disappear off and learn than go elsewhere. Lucy Darling, am I... Is she not the one with the transatlantic, with the orange, like ginger hair? And goes and asks people, "What do you do, darling?" I thought that was Lucy Darling. One moment, I'm just going to... Yeah, she's a magician. Lucy is one of her many acts and personas. Really interesting. No worries. I really like her as all. So yeah, I highly recommend you look into it. She's great. So she doesn't post a lot of her magic act online. She posts her more like stand-up-y elements, which makes sense to me because that you're not giving away the act to people who aren't paying you. So I think that's very smart. Right, I'm just gonna focus a bit in on the wings, and then I'm going to start outlining it, which is probably going to be the beginning of the end. I'm getting much faster at these bird drawings, and I don't know when that happened. I never quite expected that to occur, but here we are. I'll pop you there. Now, do I want white? No. I have different ways of doing pet names. So one of the ways that I do pet names is quite patronizingly, which I seem to exclusively use for when people leave me rude comments. And that tends to be along the lines of that's very good. That was very kind of you. I just like using them quickly. I've not really seen how anyone else uses them, and I think that's probably good for me. I've realized I'm trying to limit, which is making me sad. I'm trying to limit the amount I expose myself to other artists, because otherwise I end up in a self-comparison spiral, and I don't want to do that. So I had to be in a certain frame of mind to go and see other artists' work, especially on socials. It just, I don't know. I'm very thin-skinned when it comes to that, and I don't want to upset myself. I feel like I did Raymond, but I can't say off the top of my head right now. I will go and have a look. I was about to pull out my phone. My phone is here. This is my phone. You are in my phone. But I feel like I saw it. If I didn't, I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me. Okay. Oh, pink for the toes. Toes. The Art of Horatio, I do not know what kind of bird that is, I don't think. And Sal, I have done that several times. I've also, I believe there are a couple of shorts which show my face. I will try and do talking to camera at some point soon, but if I'm being real honest, it really scares me. So I am delaying this for as long as possible. But I want to. But that being said, I used to be really scared of live streaming, and now I really, really enjoy it. So who knows? Maybe I will enjoy. I doubt it. Enjoy posting my face. And then yes, Sal, I've done something different before, which is I've been looking for my glasses whilst wearing my glasses. I've been like, oh, I can't see. Like, this is so frustrating. I can't see without my glasses whilst I'm wearing them. So those, we'll call them daft little moments happen quite a lot. Let me, sorry. Yeah, I've had many moments where I have, like, the amount of times that I've looked for my phone or a controller, or honestly a pen, like a pen or a sketchbook, and I've been sat on it, is embarrassing. Like, that feels like it should not happen as regularly as it does. Just going to add a little bit more kind of brown. So now I've said brown, I've thought never a frown with golden brown, which made me think of Bill Bailey, which made me think of the laminated book of dreams. To capture the tears of joy. From Part Troll, which I rewatched recently and was like, yeah, no, I can see why this was formative for me. I'm glad that going to the hospital was better. Right, I'm gonna let that dry a bit, and then we shall use a selection of fine liners. We'll start with the finest of liners and then move from there. And before I go any further, we are having a sip of drink. Maybe I should mute myself because that can be pretty gross to hear. Actually, on that note, make sure you guys are staying hydrated. I'm using at the moment, I'm using the Copic multi-liners. But I've also used Zebra, I've used Ohuhu, I've used why can't I remember any of the other brands because they're not here? Sakura, like the Pigma Micron, I quite like. The ones that don't, so these ones, the Ohuhu ones and the Pigma Micron ones are great for alcohol markers. Oh, I've been doing this like you could see centrally, but yeah, really, really nice liners, all of them. What was I going to say? I had a thought process. Oh yeah. Oh, now I'm less excited for what I was thinking about. Going. Oh, sorry. I just watched a crow and made eye contact with it. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you've not already. Do the YouTubey things. Liking helps with getting this out to more people. I know deep down that you are all hipsters at heart, but it will help more people to see my work. And yeah, ugh, that was terrible, but love a good cup of tea. Oh, so Art of Horatius. I also am very heavy-handed. I have dyspraxia, which is a is also known as developmental coordination disorder, so DCD. My hand-eye coordination is not great. I've also fallen off my bike as an adult. Oh no, I've fallen off it like over 10 times. So the way that I do this, because some people have beautiful control and they can go from fine to thick lines, and I'm very envious of them. I can't do that. My hand jitters. So the way that I try and work with myself is by using a very, very fine liner. So this is 0.05. I'm hoping it will focus it, but it's a very, very fine tip compared to, let's say, 0.8, which is a much, my immature mind, it's a much chunkier tip of the pen. So they don't break, and then I'll show you the comparison. So whenever I try to, so I'll then go in with a thicker pen to make the lines heavier where I want them to be heavier. I do not break them. I used to feel like I did, but I think it's partially age, in that when I was a teenager, I really struggled and it felt like they were constantly about to break. You have to kind of work with them. You can also see that, I'm hoping you can see, not a lot of the nib is actually out. I do not know how to help with that, but that's what I've been using, and they've been great. I find chunkier nibs harder because it shows up my mistakes more. And I'm very self-conscious about that. Oh, this guy is so cute. Look at you. Pardon me. This is why I don't have a drink on stream. I end up burping for the rest of the time because I'm talking too much. So, you're crocheting a skirt. Skirt sounds lovely. Skirts are gender neutral. Clothing is gender neutral. Why do I want to give this pigeon blush? So this pigeon has a very floofed out chest. Sorry, I'm now focusing on the on this little pigeon instead of chatting. Yeah. Sal, I really enjoy that. It's because this pigeon is delightful, and I think your cat could probably catch them very easily. I don't know about anyone else, but I always feel like, sometimes when animals aren't interested in you, I'm like, am I secretly evil? What have I done wrong? Why am I giving off a presence that this animal doesn't want to go and talk with me? Not talk, be with me. So my parents' dog is a rescue, and he is the most dramatic dog I have ever met. Traumatized little bean, but also has so much personality. Love him to bits. I'm gonna be so upset when he inevitably passes. Not that he hopefully is likely to anytime soon, but he is very precious. and he can't, like, his default way of looking at someone is like they're just about to kick him. Like, we reckon he had quite a rough time of it. And I remember when we first met him and he didn't really want anything to do with me. I was so hurt and upset. And Mum was like, no, he actually quite likes you. This is just how he is. And I was like, but all of my hurt feelings, what am I supposed to do with that? So yeah, good fun. I'm not gonna lie, Raymond, I do not have many straight friends. Everyone is queer in some kind of way. At art, so at college, we had a friend that we nicknamed our token straight, and then she came out as bi. We were like, no, you were the one that was supposed to help. Oh, lovely to see you, Janae da Silva. I hope you guys aren't doing this during school time. Tisk tisk. But yeah, no, some people are just, it is the way they are. I don't want to pressure anyone to be something that they are not. Do you know what? I was like, I'm going through this drawing so quickly, and then I get to the feet or the claws, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't draw. What a feat, anyway. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the... Oh, you get to watch it during lunch. That's fun. Julie nodded. Seems like this might be a good time for people. Yes, hopefully we'll see you soon, Janae. Janae. AI. Janae. Look at you, cute little pigeon. Really cute little pigeon face. I feel like it's a very majestic pigeon. So I'm just gonna go where all of the big thick shadows were, and then what I'm gonna do is do the light texturing on it as well, so that it's a bit more reflective of just how puffed out this pigeon's chest is. I'll say the main time that I do not enjoy seeing pigeons is first thing in the morning, when I am trying to focus and they hide in the eaves and it feels like they are shouting at me. That's when I don't really like pigeons. But that's not really their fault. They don't know that I'm trying to focus. They're just like, this is a really fun place to sit. The honor of cats. Oh yeah, headbutts by cats means that they want you to pet them. My neighbours who have now moved, their cat kept headbutting me, and I am Not the biggest fan of cats, and they know it. Oh, I like how that's looking. That was a very pigeon-coded noise. Ooh. I like that. I'll just do a few of the kind of something that I've always struggled with feathers is that sometimes they can end up looking like leaves. So you end up with a bird where it looks like you've just drawn leaves on them. And that's kind of weird. Sorry, I'm now focusing, hence the lack of talking. Yeah, no, so I went through a phase of wanting to draw lots of angels. I was big into supernatural and got into understanding the hierarchy of angels. And I'm gonna let you guys know on a little bugbear of mine. The hierarchy of angels is not in the Bible. So whenever you hear biblically accurate, I believe it's not in the Bible. I believe it's in the Torah. It's definitely not in the Bible, all the different types and where they stand, and how they look. Hence why, a lot of things show angels having sort of feathers and what have you. So I really wanted to draw more, draw angels and angel wings, and I wanted to learn how to do that. And whenever I did, I was really worried that it just looked like leaves, and it really wound me up. Also, pets know when you're unwell. They can sense it, and they tend to be a bit more affectionate when you're not doing very well. Sorry, I'm just going to focus in on some of these feathers. Instead of drawing all of them, like I really want to right now, I'm going to give the general impression. So I'll do enough that it looks like it, and essentially your brain will kind of fill in the rest for me, which is very kind of your brain. Thank you very much. Means that we're not here forever. So what I'm doing is kind of drawing the shadow of them as well. It's a little bit, I mean, not quite, but kind of like drawing bricks where they overlap. But obviously, oh, it was lovely to see you, Fruit Batty. I hope that you have a lovely afternoon. I am sorry to be live streaming during the workday for you. Normally, I live stream much later because I am aware that most of you are from the States, which is at least 6 hours behind me. So I'm going to go in with the, one moment, with the thicker one, just to help with some of these. It looks a little bit less scratchy, although I'm trying to be kinder to myself on that front, because I really enjoy like Gretel Lusky's style, and that is very very sort of expressive and kind of scratchy. But for some reason, even though I love it in her work, I am not as kind to myself when it's in my work. Right, moving on to a background, I think. Shall we? I think I'll go for like a light green. We'll do BG1. Or do I do a cool toned one or a warm toned one? Warm. We've got enough cool here. And if not, I shall fix it. Because fortunately, nothing is permanent. Oh, it's so cute. Oops. Who put her hand in wet paint? Pleasure Nerd did. There we go. I might wonder if it'll show up. I might put a cheeky little bit of pink for, even though it's not accurate, but just a little bit of pink, a little bit of blush. And look at you, you're so cute. And then she wants to eat it, or oh no, poor cat. Unfortunately, the bird is not edible. We could do the whole, was it Cézanne? This is not a pipe. It is a drawing of a pipe. The Impressionists. No, that's not Cézanne. Is it it's the guy who did the toilet, isn't it? Duchamp, I think. Going back through my art history. Oh, I like that a lot. I feel like it's Duchamp. Stalking the laptop, that's very funny. So I'm just doing the little kind of side feathers. And then I'm going to go in with the white. And that will be me done for the day in, only around an hour. That's new. I think it's been a long time since I've been this quick. Get your minds out the gutter. Right. Right, it's a very nothing I say cannot be dirty to me at the moment. This is a very juicy pen. I'm going to try to do my best to make sure it doesn't leak everywhere. We'll add a little. Oh, she is so bonita. Do you feel bonita? Pen is. Oh, it's so pretty with the white. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Look. Doop, doop, doop. No, I get excited when I like things. Clearly, just just that little bit of texturing just makes all the difference. Can I make more vlog type art of videos? Sorry, I misread your thing, Coffee Beauty, Uwu. So can you make more art? Sorry, can you make more vlog art type of videos? Do you mean the one that I did for the Pokemon one that I did for my husband? Please comment to please comment to confirm, because otherwise I won't know. Because yeah, that was just something a little bit different. I had thought about doing something similar for today being May the 4th, but I don't have enough energy. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, I've been thinking about doing some like vlogs of how my day looks like. I just don't film a lot of my life. It's not something that comes naturally to me, and by the time that I remember, most of the interesting stuff has already happened. So I might sort of do a day in the life. I am not a full-time artist. I just do this in my spare time, but I could probably do like a day in the life type of thing. Oh, and someone's asking what people's favourite Pokemons are. I'd love to know. I actually have never played Pokemon. But I love Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur is so cute. There was another one that my husband showed me that was really cute too. He's mostly interested in first gen Pokemon, like not in the cards. We've never been into playing sort of Pokemon card games, but he plays the video games and has really enjoyed that. Who's the one that has the weird tail thing that has it like blown up? I think the Pokemon itself is like a little black thing that looks like a tail on it, but it's like a blue kind of derpy Pokemon. I feel like that might be called like Weeper or something. Coffee Beauty Uwu has asked, I love the colours, not asked, but stated and then asked, I love the colours in your art. How did you learn to colour like that? Or what brought you into colouring like that? Lots and lots of years of practice and playing around with colour. Not to be really boring about it, but I am, if you watch the live stream from yesterday, I care a lot about colour, like an embarrassing amount. I'm actually more of a painter than I am an illustrator. So it's mostly, I kind of pick a colour. So This is a pigeon, which is filled with a lot of greys. The way you can play about with greys is figuring out what they're a grey of. And so, for example, a lot of greys are blues or purples, but you can get greys that are like warmer toned, so they're more like a yellow or a red. And I really, in fact, I'll pull this out. So when you add white to stuff, like blue violet is a good example, that looks quite grey. It looks like a bluish grey. So a lot of greys are kind of within there, and violet, and then the red violet is a bit more pink. But what I do is I see those colours and like I'm looking for them, and then I just exaggerate them. Sorry, Horatius has just said I've got the wheel out. It's my favourite thing. I need to make my own because this one I accidentally spilt a drink, so you can see it's all like wibbly. But yeah, so it's finding those colours and then exaggerating them. You just tweak them until they're a bit more potent. So that's sort of how I've done this pigeon, which I think I'm done with now. I'm quite happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'll talk about some of the other ones that I've done. So these are a tad more realistic when it comes to birds. Same with these ones. The way that you can kind of add depth with an orange is by using red for shadows and like a yellow for highlights. It just sort of makes it a lot more dynamic and interesting. This was actually a white rat was the reference, and I was looking at it thinking, how could I play with this? White and grey quite similar to the blue, so I did blue, and then a lot of the light was kind of cold, hence the green underneath. So I just layer up the colours, and it's really, really fun to do. I would encourage you not to be discouraged if it doesn't work out. Like if you start layering a colour and you're like, oh, this is looking awful, you can either sort of wipe it with white, or you can play around and really just go for it. So for example, that's kind of how I went with these owls here. And what I've found with acrylic markers that's really fun is to put a colour down first. So like here, there's a lot of green, there's purple, there's blue. And if I'm using blue as the base colour, I tend to use purple as like a warm colour. So like wherever there's red, I would use purple, because that if you add red to purple, nope. If you add red to blue, you get purple. So you have that like more warm toned colour. If you add yellow, which is a lot cooler, to blue, you get green. So that's how you can kind of play around with that. And for a lot of this, so I discovered the kind of playful light with the sort of occasional strokes. I found this out through doing these cat illustrations, where I was like, I just need to add more colour. These are beginning to look really boring. So the way that I worked there was I was just like, why don't I add a little bit of purple, a little bit of orange, maybe a bit of pink, and see how that goes. And by playing around, you know, it doesn't always work out the way that I originally wanted it to, but it's meant that I've learned a lot. So I cannot say this enough, I really encourage you to just play, to put colours together, to do drawings. I know a lot of people do those circles or spheres and draw spheres. I need to understand that a bit better, because my brain just doesn't connect with it very well. but that might be helpful to you. For me, I have to draw something with purpose and then play around with it that way. So it could be like a skull. Skulls were for a while a really good way for me to play around with colour. So yeah, lots of these cats where I've just added random bits of colour to make them a bit more interesting. I think one of the first ones where I really did that was this crow, my little fat crow. I added the bold bit of pink and it just changed the whole thing. I really, really loved it. So yeah, and it goes into some of the earlier sketches. But yeah, so that is the stream today. Ooh, everyone went off. The fat crow is one of my favourite. Sorry, I've just we'll pull that up. But yeah, the fat crow is one of my my favourite. Oh, and yeah, Jaroswin, who was named by the stream. Yeah, my favourite little fat crow. I feel like they just look really magical. And then we've got my little fat pigeon. To be fair, I can actually see the improvement of using these alcohol markers since then. Although saying that, I do just want to maybe play around with, not that one, this one. Just add a wee bitty the shadow. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how this has turned out. I just wanted to say thank you guys for sticking around. Make sure to do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, subscribe. If you like the video, please like it, and if you don't, don't say anything. What was it? No, if you don't, lie. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, that's my thing.